welcome back. Today, I'm going to show you guys 5 different ways to rig a Senko. One of the most versatile baits out there. You can do so much with it, and it's just the most simple little worm. So to start, I'm sure most of you know what a Senko is. One of my favorite brands of Senko is the Yum Dingers. Reason being, they're durable, they work great, they're cheap, and you know, they've just lasted me a long time, and I've used them for a long time. But I love the 5-inch Yum Dingers. There's what it looks like. This is Junebug color, one of the best colors in my opinion. And today I'm going to show you guys 5 different ways to rig a Senko, and we're going to start out with my personal favorite, which is going to be the Wacky Rig. For those of you that may not know, what's a Wacky Rig? Well, I'll show you. All you need for a Wacky Rig is a hook and a worm. You're going to take a little hook about like that. If it would focus. This is like a 1/0 circle hook, I think, something like that. Basically, this is all you need. Tie it to your line. Take one of your Yum Dingers, and all you do is put that hook right through the middle. You have your Wacky Rig. Boom, bada bang. That's all you need. So this is rig number 1 for the Senko. And all you're gonna do, you can literally fish this anywhere. I like to fish it near structure. Literally all you do, cast it out. You're gonna wanna let it sink for a minute because it is weightless. Let it sink. You're gonna give it a couple pops, okay? Let it sink again. And you're gonna reel in the excess line. Let it sink. Give it some pops. And so forth and so on. And that's gonna catch you some fish. That is a promise. Boom, baby. Right there. First fish of the video on the wacky worm. There he goes. All right, let's move on to rig number 2. All right, so rig number 1, Wacky Rig. Super simple, super easy, and classic way to catch fish. Now we're gonna move on to rig number 2, which is called the Nico Rig. It's quite similar to a Wacky Rig. The only added element is this little guy. It's called a nail weight. And what you're gonna do is you have 2 ends of the Senko. You have a flat end and then this kind of pointy end through basically I guess you would call it the head of the Senko. And just feed it down the Senko. Just like so. The head is gonna poke out slightly. But essentially, instead of it coming up through the water like this on a Wacky Rig, it's gonna come this way. And this weighted side is gonna be on the bottom. So, instead of hooking it just simply through the middle like that, you're gonna take it to where the hook is on the bottom, and the weight is on the bottom, and you're gonna feed the hook through like that, so that it's like this. It'll be standing in the water like this, and you want your hook to be poking out of the top there. So that's the Nico Rig. Another great way to catch fish. And it just gives it a little bit of a different profile, a different action, you know, to kind of mix it up. So, let's see if we can go catch fish on the Nico Rig. There we go, guys. We're hooked up on the Nico Rig. I don't think it's a very big one. Yeah. Not a big guy. That's all right. Alright. It's actually not a bad fish. We'll take it. There we go, on the Nico Rig. Alright guys, moving on to rig number 3. This is another simple one that I'm sure most of you guys have heard of. And it's gonna be, oh, hold on. What in the world? There we go. The Ned Rig. So, all you need is the Senko and the hook. This is the kind of hook we're using. Little mushroom head hook is what I call it. And you can use the tail end, you can use the front end, you can use the whole thing if you want. But I'm gonna kind of cut it right in half. I'm just gonna use my thumb and kind of dig it in. Boom, just like that. You got your little Ned head, and you can use both. So, from there, all you do is simply thread it onto the hook, and boom, got yourself a little Ned Rig. Let's go see if we can catch fish on it. Woo-wee! Finally got one on the Ned Rig there. That took way too long. Not a bad fish on the Ned Rig. Alright, moving on to the 4th rig. Alrighty, so our 4th method here is the Shaky Head. So, essentially this is a weighted Texas rig, but the hook and weight are all in one. So, this is the kind of Shaky Head I have. And all I'm going to do is take this Senko. It's similar to that nail weight. You just feed it on. Just like so. And then you Texas rig it. So boom. And it's going to do that in the water basically. So, let's see if we can't catch a fish on the Shaky Head. We're hooked up. Hooked up. Not a bad one. Similar to all the other sizes. Yep, about the same size. There we go. All right, and that leaves us with one more rig. All right, so our final rig is gonna be probably the most classic way of catching fish on a Senko, and that is gonna be the weightless Texas rig. So we've got about a 3 or 4/0 hook, I don't really know, and our Senko, and most of you guys know how the Texas rig goes. Feed it up like so, all the way. And boom. There's our Texas rig. Fishing it the same way as all these other rigs, and yeah, let's see if we can't go catch us one more fish today. All right, See if we can't get one on this Texas rig. Dang. All right. Boom. Little guy right there. Probably the smallest fish of the video, I'm not sure. But all right, well, I think that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's 5 ways to rig your Senko. One of the best baits in my opinion. So yeah, super versatile, super great. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, please hit the like button, all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.